build credit from scratch? Raise your hand if you have a credit history. Building your credit from scratch does not have to be as difficult as it seems. At some point, everyone has no credit history. We all must start somewhere, and with good planning and smart decisions, you can achieve a great credit score. Understanding what credit is, learning how to obtain a credit history, and maintaining your credit are all what you must know to begin building your credit from scratch. Becoming a young adult has forced me to understand credit, and it has made me learn how to build my own credit from scratch. Understanding credit. Understanding what credit is the first step of building your credit from scratch. What is credit? Credit can be any type of account or program that allows you to borrow money with the requirement that you have to pay it all back. Credit is part of your financial power, and it helps you get the things you need now, like an auto loan or a credit card, with your promise that you pay it all back later. Keeping your credit in top shape is all about developing healthy spending habits, which will in time define your credit history. As your credit history grows, you will be assigned a credit score. What is a credit score? A credit score is a number between 300 to 850 that depicts a consumer's creditworthiness. A credit score is based on credit history, which goes off the number of open accounts you have, total levels of debt you're in, repayment history, and other factors. In a 2020 article written by Lisa Gernstern called Give Your Credit a Boost, she found that credit scores, which are calculated based on information in credit reports, are an important measure of a borrower's credit health. FICO and VantageScore are two large scoring companies, and the standard scale for both is 300 to 850. Your credit score is one number that can cost or save you a lot of money in your lifetime, but it is up to you as the borrower to make sure your credit remains strong, so you can have access to more opportunities to borrow if needed. Obtaining credit. Although understanding what credit is the first thing you must know, learning how to obtain a credit history is how you start to begin to build your credit from scratch. Building credit from scratch takes time and diligence, as there are no shortcuts when it comes to establishing your credit history. Open up a credit card. In a 2020 article written by Lance Cawthorn called Are Credit Cards Good or Bad?, he found that by opening a credit card, managing your credit utilization, and consistently making on-time payments are credit scoring factors that could benefit you. And in the long term, responsible credit card use will build your credit. If you're just starting out building credit, you likely won't qualify for a high-end travel card, but you can start off with a secured card, a student card, or a store card. A secured card requires that consumers submit a security deposit to the issuer before getting the card. These cards are recommended for people with no credit or bad credit. A student card is aimed at helping college students build their credit while still in school. You must be 18 and you must be able to prove that you have a source of income. Store credit cards have very low credit limits and very high interest rates. Therefore, they are very easy to qualify for. Become an authorized user on another's credit card. According to a 2013 article written by Kenneth P. Brevoort called Credit Where None Is Due, he found that an authorized user is someone who is permitted to use a revolving account without being legally liable for any changes incurred. Traditionally, authorized user status has been used to provide family members credit or to help teach children how to manage credit, which is what my parents did with me. You can also build credit with a loan. In a 2020 article called Should I Get a Personal Loan to Build Credit, written by Credit Karma, an American finance company, they found that getting a loan, making all of your monthly payments on time, establishes a track record of responsibility. This is a primary factor in building a positive credit profile. Some of the best loans to consider are auto loans, which are obvious, student loans for when you're in college and you need help, secured loans, and credit builder loans. There's no maintaining credit. Learning to obtain credit is the beginning. Learning how to obtain credit is the beginning of building your credit from scratch, but learning how to maintain your credit is most important of all. There is no secret formula when it comes to building a strong credit score, but there are some guidelines that can help. Pay your bills on time. Keep your credit card balances low. And it was found that in a 2019 article written by Lisa Gernstern called How to Build a Credit History, she says, try to keep the balance to less than 20 to 30% of the card's limit. The percentage available that you use on your card is known as your credit utilization ratio, and the lower it is, the better for your credit score. More things you can do are manage your debt, don't close old credit cards, and watch your credit report. Understanding what credit is, learning to obtain a credit history, and maintaining your credit are what you must know to begin building your credit from scratch. And from my speech, I hope you are all able to get an idea on how to build credit or how to maintain your credit if you have a credit history already. Credit can be a powerful tool, and it is a powerful tool to help you achieve your financial goals. And it is important to understand how credit works, how to build your credit, and how to ensure your credit history always works for you.